In my opinion, one man really got the ball rolling when it came to the Olympic Games. It was the rousing speech by Boris Johnson to kickstart things, which I think was instrumental in such a fantastic following few weeks.
I hear there's a guy called Mitt Romney who wants to know whether we're ready. He wants to know whether we're ready. Are we ready? Are we ready? Yes, we are. The venues are ready. The stadium is ready. The aquatic centre is ready. The velodrome is ready. The security is ready. The police are ready. The transport system is ready. And our Team GB athletes are ready, aren't they? Team GB is ready. They're going to win more gold, silver, bronze medals than you need to bail out Greece and Spain together.
Brilliant. I'll never forget this strange and new sport that took the world by storm for 2 weeks. Absolutely fantastic the way these girls threw their bodies around the court with no regard for their safety or health whatsoever. It's a great moment, and it's the sport of handball.
She was up for 10 minutes, they spluttered a bit, but she came back on and 10 goals for her. All they were worth. She was through. She's defending a little wider from her. They both play for Giurietto in 17 saves, and she's...
Team GB seemed awfully rubbish at judo. However, one woman changed all that with a fantastic throw and progression in the judo semi-final. It brought tears to my eyes, and I thought it was one of the moments of the games. Well done.
The tears will tell you a 12-year bridge has been bricked in glorious fashion. The tears of an Olympic finalist. Gemma Gibbons will win a medal. And it's been a dozen years since a British judo player's been able to do that.
I was just about to pop out to London Zoo to visit some of my good friends when I noticed the final of the kayak racing was on, with 2 British pairs in the last 6. However, I would never have imagined in my wildest dreams that we could come first and second. The moment I will remember is the wild celebration sparked by getting these gold and silver medals. Absolutely crazy.
They'll win it. Oh my goodness, they've got a silver medal. They are the Olympic champions.
We always knew with 2 boats in this final, the odds were good, but the odds have proven to be very, very good.
Here we go. It's party time. What do you think about that?
I don't think they can believe it, as you can see. There you go, the 4 boys, the 2 coaches, what wonderful champions.
My arms are too short to do the Mobot, but that didn't stop me cheering and jumping for joy when this man achieved not 1 but 2 great gold medals in the long distance events. It absolutely brought the stadium to its feet, and it was a fantastic achievement all round. Well done, Mo.
That will be a help. The crowd are on their feet. They're trying to roar him home. The big kick has started again. It looks dangerous to me in third. But Mo Farah gritting his teeth now. The arms have got to pump. The knees have got to come up high. He's got to find something extra. He's got to kick hard. Come on, Mo Farah. Gabri Meskel is coming, but I think he's going to get there. Farah is going to make it 2 gold medals for Great Britain. Beautiful. The place erupts. He's a double Olympic champion.
In sport, we often get teams trying to throw matches in order to gain an advantage in some way, shape or form. But what happens when both teams that are playing at the same time do just that? The result is simply ridiculous, as these badminton clips show.
Match which descended into farce. If you're one of the world's best badminton players, you'd be expected to be able to serve into the court. But the Korean and Chinese pairs simply took turns to hit the shuttlecock into the net. The crowd booed, and eventually the referee came onto the court and threatened to disqualify them.
Lord Ko was most disappointed in their conduct and subsequently threw out the teams. Absolutely bizarre, but another great and poignant Olympic moment.
Yeah, depressing. I mean, who wants to sit through something like that?
I'm no spring chicken, and seeing a 38-year-old Felix Sanchez storming down the home straight to victory in the 400 metres sent an absolute tingle down my spine.
Sanchez just rises first. Coulson is there, right in the middle. Taylor trying to get back involved, but Sanchez is coming away. Sanchez takes the gold medal. Taylor, Coulson and then Green. 47-64. 8 years ago, he shouted to the world on that occasion and dominated the world for a while. And then years of barren performances almost, and he's back. Takes the gold medal. They can hardly believe it.
They can hardly believe it. You're right, Steve.
Like all warriors, he was not afraid to show his emotions, and the whole moment for me was summed up by his tearful reaction to receiving his medal. This is what sport is all about, leaving it all out there on the table.
He hadn't managed to get a medal, but if ever you doubt how much winning an Olympic medal means to somebody, and this is Olympic champion for the second time, he won it 8 years ago, regaining the title at the age of 34, which is an extraordinary achievement in its own right. And this is a man who probably thought this moment would never come again in his career.
One of the most controversial moments in the games, as it should have been a silver medal, but those naughty Japanese had to make a complaint that their man, although completely messing up, should not have been deducted as high a score as he was. They were subsequently reinstated in silver place, pushing out the poor Ukrainians to 4th place. However, we must never forget our wonderful achievement of a bronze medal. Well done, Team GB. Yeah. Well done, Pistorius. You ran in both the Olympics and the Paralympic Games. That is absolutely fantastic. However, everybody seemed to just think he would stroll to victory in this 200-metre T44 final. Well, a young man going by the name of Oliveira had a completely different idea, and I will never forget the way he came storming through to take the 200-metre gold in one of the most fantastic moments in the Paralympic Games. Even more fantastic was the controversy it caused, as the next talk for the next couple of days was all about blade lengths. Sore loser.
South Africa is going well also, and the Brazilian has a lot to do. It's Fori his closest contender, but here comes Pistorius, and look at the speed. The Brazilian's coming back at him. He's coming back and closing. Is he going to be beaten? Pistorius is beaten on the line. Alan Oliveira of Brazil has won this one in 21.45 seconds.
You know, the guys, when we do the measuring in the core rooms, a year ago, these guys were over here. They're a lot taller, and you can't compete stride length. You saw how far he came back, so...
It's not always about exciting sport or a high-level game. Sometimes the greatest moments are the most bizarre or the most heart-wrenching, or sometimes the damn right ridiculous. This ridiculous fencing incident was an absolute pinnacle of the Olympics, in my opinion.
Can you get them that? Oh, and it's not over yet. Not over yet. Here we go.
And she's awarded it.
She's awarded it. It's Heidemann that's going through. And to be honest, Heidemann deserved to go through. Neither of the fighters are leaving the piste. Lam Shin is in tears. When she brings her hands together, that's them calling to fight. Now that was done, that was still over a second. In my opinion, that was still over a second. So the timekeeper has lagged in pressing the button. It's now been over an hour since the end of the fight. This is it. This is it. This is the final nail. She's not leaving.
But she's in danger now of
being black carded.
So good that a Lego recreation was made in its honour. What a fantastic and unfortunate moment. But hey, that's what sport is all about.
Is inconsolable. She is.
And now it's my second favourite moment. The closing ceremony was a bit of a laughing stock. However, it did bring the Spice Girls back together, which is always fantastic. But they were completely outdone by this man. Yes, he's back again. It's Boris, in at number 2. Those cheeky Jamaicans gave us an absolute feast of entertainment during the sprints. We'll never forget Bolt's fantastic performances and warriors such as Blake the Beast. However, all of this pales in comparison to the next great moment. It's my number 1 pick from the Olympics golden moments. It's Colin Jackson's reaction to Bolt winning the 100-metre final.
But Gotland's there. Look at what's his name. Here he comes. Here comes the big man. The big man. The big man. The big man.
Absolutely fantastic. That concludes my Olympic moments for 2012. Before I leave, I have an important announcement to make. Fans who have previously seen me doing my top 10 and top 5 film reviews with my good friend Eddie Graham can now expect to see me doing more regular reviews, including short independent films and creative features and productions, some of which some of you may well have made. This is the Bear, Howgrund, signing out. Oh, you can now find me on Twitter. And you may also become my friend on Facebook, providing you are nice. Some people on Facebook are not nice.